Hello my friends, welcome to All Movies. Today I would like to speak about Brad Pitt, 2 times Oscar and the Sexiest Man Alive winner. He started his career as an extra, seated in a beach chair in blue and white striped shorts.
Who taught you to dribble like that?
Well, he shouldn't have a cane, man.
Young Brad appeared on 2 episodes. It was his first speaking role on TV.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Who was that?
Nice girl.
This is Pitt's feature film debut as a fancy party waiter with a mullet hairdo. He was paid $38 for his uncredited cameo appearance.
That's no problem, sir. I promise.
I hope you won't be doing any drinking.
No, sir, I'd never do that. All right, you have a party. From what I hear, not a great party, a party of one. But he doesn't invite his buddies? This hurts. Yes, sir, he does. Excuse us, we gotta go, please, Mom. I'm sorry.
Brad's first credited movie role.
Not guilty?
Stop it. It's enough!
Brad and co-star Cheryl Pollack would reunite a year later in 1989, again playing boyfriend and girlfriend on season 3 of 30-something.
And his dad comes in, and he wraps his strong arms around him, and he begins telling the story of a marathon race. And he goes on to say that many will enter, and you may be behind the whole race, but it doesn't matter. I am a laid-back kind of guy. Yeah, now don't get me wrong. School is cool. It passes the time. Life is short. And can we be honest? We are on this planet to party. We're gonna live our own lives.
I'm just not as sure as you are.
And you can go back and you can live in your little goldfish bowl. I don't care, but not me. Maybe we can walk to school together sometimes?
Well, I usually ride the bus or my brother takes me. We could do that.
You know, this has been a pretty good first day at my new school. I was a little bigger than I am. But of course, I'm much bigger where it really counts.
You're gonna do homework.
Well, I ain't got no basketball scholarship.
Pitt once flashed a passing car while taking a break between scenes. The police showed up to the set to question him when the driver reported the indecent exposure. He met Jill Schoelen on this film, and they eventually became engaged, though they never got married.
Now, do you see how all of your attentions were drawn to her? That's what...
Guys, the light.
Brad and Juliette Lewis started dating while shooting this film in 1989. Lewis was 16 years old, while he was 26 when their relationship began.
Billy, that's ridiculous. My glove.
So what?
So, I'm glad you're here, okay? Like Jane. Oh, yeah, Jane who? Jane Pauley. Jane Pauley.
Oh, you're sick,
No,
man.
absolutely.
You know,
She's so nice. Seriously, you're so nice. No.
I'm not in first grade anymore, and neither are you. No, but you're still just as scared.
But they've never needed each other more.
Shit. Darling. Are you all right? Yeah. You okay? Did I cause that?
No, I'm sorry.
No? You're okay. Ladies, gentlemen, let's see who wins the prize for keeping their cool. Simon says, everybody down on the floor. Now, nobody lose their head.
Gina Davis was the one who picked Brad to do the part. For the more raunchy sex scenes between them, Ridley Scott had assumed that a body double would be needed for her. Shortly after he'd begun auditioning prospective doubles, Davis learned of Scott's intentions and insisted that no doubles were needed in those scenes. Writer and director Tom DeCillo insisted on casting the relatively unknown Pitt over the objections of the producer, who wanted him to consider Timothy Hutton. Ironically, DeCillo was ultimately dissatisfied with Pitt's portrayal of Johnny as being slow or stupid instead of just childish.
Since Daddy got the electric chair.
Where are you?
Don't piss me off, Wood! You go on that roof, you screw us all. I'm not messing around here. Christ, there's nothing up there. Let's just go home.
Director Ralph Bakshi wanted Brad to play Jack Deebs. Brad said he wanted the same, but Paramount Pictures disagreed.
Baby, you and me, I can't have that in the real world. I can't live without you. But I can't be with you.
On your right! What's right? What's right? What do you think about me spending the night with you and the folks? We come back here tomorrow?
Pitt auditioned twice for this role. The first time, he thought that his performance was really terrible, so he insisted in sending a tape performing another scene, and that scene convinced the director. He trained himself to fly fish for 4 weeks prior to shooting. Since he was not near any river in Los Angeles, he trained on top of a building.
Cool it, man. Hey, asshole! This ain't Lucky Logger.
During the movie, his character sports a chipped tooth. He visited a dentist to have the tooth chipped for the role. The locations where the serial killer events take place are related to the names of the actors in the movie, for instance Bradbury Textile Warehouse in Pittsburgh for Brad Pitt.
Got them both on a dead run. No, well, they were here and they said that they were going to go there. Then they went.
Yeah?
Yeah, Safari Motel.
Safari Motel.
Uh-huh. Hey, you want to watch some TV or something? They might be back here.
Pitt found the hat he is wearing in the kitchen sequence on the boardwalk in Venice, California. He took it, washed it, and wore it for the film. He improvised most of his lines.
This is making me crazy. I mean, what makes her think she's alone in this? She's out there somewhere right now in this city, walking around with a piece of me inside of her. And it's not even mine. Ah, Peter, if you were me, would you still want her? Because I can't help it. I still... I'm flesh and blood, but not human. I haven't been human for 200 years. Do you find this beautiful?
Brad later revealed that he had a miserable experience while making this film. He recalled the discomfort of the makeup, colored contacts, and particularly filming in an enclosed dark indoor area. He said at one point he called producer and begged him for a way out. Learning that it would cost $40 million, he toughed it out for the remaining months.
You are good at everything you try to do. I'm sure it'll be the same with fucking.
I'm planning to be with her.
I recommend fucking.
Pitt said he underwent makeup tests to play Tristan as an old man in the epilogue, but the results were unconvincing. Old Tristan is played by Doug Seuss, Bart the Bear's trainer, the only man who could safely wrestle with him. Brad and Julia Ormond lived in the same house while shooting. Pitt recalled that it added to the sexual tension, and he would leave it at that.
Oh, come on. I knew it. This is not my first assignment, you dick.
It's too soon for him.
Hey, man, you know, I'm right here. You can say that shit to my face, Captain.
It's too soon for you.
Brad fell while filming the chase in the rain. His arm went through a car windshield, requiring surgery. The accident was worked into the script. Coincidentally, the original script called for Mills to be injured during the sequence. He bought his own ties for the movie, as he wanted Mills to have poor fashion sense.
Wrath.
Tell me she's all right!
I guess they give you some chemical restraints, huh?
Drugs!
What did they give you? Thorazine? Haldol? How much?
Learn your drugs, know your doses. Leaping! Colonics for everyone! It's payback time. Look, John and Tommy started this. It's begun. It's messy, it's not how I had it planned, but here it is. Did you hear the shots?
Brad is not fond of his performance on the movie. He thinks he was a disservice to it, as this was the period where he really started getting confused and discombobulated because his career started blowing up and a lot of people started to tell him what he should or shouldn't do.
Rory, Frankie, whatever. So hey, Fave, you're in the US of it. Sick. Look at the state of you, you big girls blaze. It's called style.
Pitt wanted to leave the production, but was threatened by a lawsuit. He later called the film a disaster and said that it was the most irresponsible bit of filmmaking, if you can even call it that he has ever seen. The original script was discarded, and there were at least 7 subsequent rewrites. The script that I had loved was gone, he later said.
Give me 2 shoppers. I can make that 6 by tonight. We're going as a team. Tomorrow. We are going down now. No, I'm as a team. I want that team. That's an order. I have that pin. It is an order.
Because of their roles in the movie, he and David Thewlis were banned from entering China. Brad did visit China in 2016 to promote a movie. The real Heinrich Harrer joked that Brad Pitt was a terrible choice to play him, since he was much better looking at that age.
So you and I, if we were married, no, for example, okay? If you and I were married, I would want to give you what you need. That's all. I'm talking about taking care of each other the best you can. What's wrong with taking care of a woman? Enough! What I know is what I want. And what I want is Susan. And I will have her, and she will have me, and that's the way it's going to be.
You an IRS agent?
Death and taxes.
For giving us this opportunity to share our creative vision.
Nothing was impossible for John and Maxine in the early days.
Hey, guys.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
In the short scene, when Brad and Edward Norton are drunk and hitting golf balls, they really were drunk, and the golf balls are sailing directly into the side of the catering truck. He spent 3 days with Helena Bonham Carter recording orgasmic sounds for their unseen sex scenes. He wasn't overly interested in making the film until David Fincher talked him into it over a beer.
Fuck me. Just look at the size of him. How big are you? Hey, kids. How big is he?
Big man, that's for sure.
Hey, man. Come on, look at the size of this fella. Best your back's a little. Concentrate.
Brad approached Guy Ritchie and asked for a role in this film. When Ritchie found he couldn't master a London accent, he gave him the role of Mickey the Gypsy. When Ritchie told him that he would play a boxer, Pitt became concerned because he had just finished Fight Club and did not want to play the similar role again. He took the role anyway because he wanted to work with Ritchie so badly.
Now, if anyone is being selfish...
Oh, now you blame shift?
Would you...
You are blame shifting?
You
are a shifter, Jerry!
analyzing good terminology, please. Ah!
At various points in production, stars like Ben Stiller and Meg Ryan and directors like Kevin Reynolds and David Fincher were all attached. Because of the unusual nature of the script, Gore Verbinski was able to attract Julia Roberts and Brad to the project for the bargain basement amount of $15 million.
You know, I don't know what it takes. I'm new in the fuck you business. You tell me, Mr. Margulies, what does it take?
Pitt turned down the lead role in The Bourne Identity in order to star in this film. Filming was hemmed in by Pitt's dates, and Tony Scott acknowledged there was a stopwatch on them all the time. In real life, Pitt is an avid photographer and always has a camera with him on set. After seeing the photos he took on set, Tony Scott said he has a future as a director.
No.
Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, Tom.
Yeah, I'm done with your reasons, Nathan. I'm done with you. I'm not ending up like you. Rachel Green. God, I hate her, Ross. I hate her.
How's
the game going?
Longest hour of my life.
What?
I'm running away with your wife.
Great.
Scared? You suicidal? Only in the morning.
The cast did gamble during off hours. While there's disagreement between who won the most, Clooney says Matt Damon, Damon says Pitt. Clooney managed to lose 25 hands of blackjack in a row.
Can you please tell me what a girl is like who has never been on a date before, and how you can tell?
You're rescuing me.
Yes, if that's what you want to call it. But this is gonna cost you another diamond. Rescues aren't part of the usual tourist package.
Talking about frequent buyer. Spend Thanksgiving with them hoes, man.
Ooh. Oh, my. You're the one who hired those strippers?
Dang straight, baby. Dang old hopeless romantic.
We then were ordered by our commander to open the hatches and take out all the chests of tea, throw them overboard. We immediately proceeded to execute his orders. First,
Pitt trained for 6 months to get a body that looked like that of Greek statues. He and Eric Bana did not use stunt doubles for their epic duel. They made a gentleman's agreement to pay for every accidental hit, $50 for each light blow, and $100 for each hard blow. Pitt ended up paying Bana $750, and Bana didn't owe anything. Coincidentally, Brad tore his left Achilles tendon during production.
But how many wives wait at Troy's gates for husbands they'll never see again?
Perhaps your brother can comfort them. I hear he's good at charming other men's wives. A doctor who specializes in skin diseases will dream he has fallen asleep in front of the television. Later, he will wake up in front of the television, but not remember his dream.
Who's the night fox?
They did something to the eggs.
While on production in Rome, Pitt and George Clooney were not allowed back into the hotel because the doorman thought they were vagrants after the actors were caught in a rainstorm while jogging. The necklace that he wears in the movie is a replica of his wedding ring that he wore while married to Jennifer Aniston.
You are the job.
He reportedly left the project after Nicole Kidman dropped out and her replacement had not yet been found. Once Angelina Jolie signed on, he returned to the project. He left in the middle of shooting for 3 months to shoot Ocean's 12. In order to get a wider PG-13 rating, a very steamy sex scene with Angelina was cut.
I need your help. Help. Hospital. Help. Come here. Tell me I need his help. No, wait. Stop it.
Brad gave up one of the starring roles in The Departed, a film he co-produced, in order to participate in this film, as he's a longtime fan of Alejandro Inarritu's films.
Now I'm supposed to wait for a helicopter. But fucking do something. Fuck you.
If you'll just let me come in with my team and our gear for a few days,
No.
I can prove what I'm saying.
Hey, there is no way we are exposing our exclusive clientele to a bunch of
Scientists? We wouldn't want that, would we?
Towards the end of the film, when Rusty and Danny are in the airport, they each mock each other. Danny tells Rusty, "Settle down and have a couple of kids," which is a reference to Brad and Angelina's relationship and children.
You drop these.
Go ahead, I got a plan to catch. Actually, try this one. It's been paying out. There ain't no $100,000 in here, Dick. You down on your knees.
Of all the films made about Jesse James, his descendants have claimed that this is the most accurate. They were especially enthusiastic about Brad and Casey Affleck's performances. Pitt's personal favorite movie that he has acted in.
Highly classified shit found? Signals intelligence shit? CIA shit?
According to costume designer Mary Zoffers, even cheap suits look good on Pitt. Thus, for the scene where his character Chad wears a cheap suit, she dressed him in a suit with a purposefully bad and ill-fitting cut and a horrid-looking wool tie. The Coen brothers wrote the Pitt's character with the actor in mind, inspired by a commercial, for which he suffered a similar haircut and dye job.
A knife for first. I've never been to a brothel either.
It's an experience.
It certainly is.
It's my fault. I should have called. I thought. Call me in.
Brad's third collaboration with David Fincher, the first two being Seven and Fight Club. Pitt stated that it took 5 hours each day to complete the makeup required for the role.
Each and every man under my command owes me 100 Nazi scalps. And I want my scalps. And all y'all will get me 100 Nazi scalps, taken from the heads of 100 dead Nazis.
About I got 3 men dead back there. Why don't you try telling us what
The only movie Pitt made as a leading actor for the Weinstein Company. He has said it had everything to do with wanting to work with Quentin Tarantino. According to him, the film was shot sequentially. He can speak German in real life, having learned the language and visited Germany multiple times out of interest in his German ancestry. Ironically, Aldo never speaks German in the film.
Do you really want to know? Really? I'll tell you. The greatest honor you've given me is letting me serve you, the helpless people of Metro City.
He was sitting next to me at the piano and I criticized the way he turned the pages. Reach me my lighter.
Heath Ledger was originally stated to play Mr. O'Brien. After his death, Brad took over the role.
Cover, you're gonna cover, right? Okay, hit. Come on. Nice, nice, harder, nice. That's a good right. Let's see your left. This is the most important thing, okay?
The problem we're trying to solve is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap.
Dodger Stadium was used to stand in for multiple different stadiums due to the limited budget. Roughly 700 extras were used for fans in the stadiums for the various baseball scenes. Brad and Jonah Hill's performances garnered critical acclaim and were nominated for Academy Award for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, respectively.
So this is all we are. Lunch. To think we spent our whole lives not knowing the truth. Goodbye, Krill World.
Obviously, the hiatus that we've had is not anything that I would have hoped for. But it may be appropriate that the case is coming to closing argument now. June is, after all, the month for weddings.
Needed something done once. Dylan couldn't do it, so I did it, so he knows me.
I don't know.
Asshole. Fucking asshole. It's no wonder you didn't
Look, look, I know.
I have to look. I know what's going on. I know what I gotta do. I gotta find the right guy. Okay, you're gonna remember now.
I know. I dump the fucking car, and I don't go too fast, and I wear my fucking seatbelt.
Pitt's schedule conflicted with his commitment to starring in Killing Them Softly, and he also took time off to spend time with his family, pushing production back even further. He said of his involvement in the film that the whole thing started because he just wanted to do a film that his boys would like, and they love zombies. World War Z grossed $540 million at the box office worldwide, becoming his highest-grossing picture.
What amused me just then was your concern for my well-being in this heat, when, quite frankly, the condition of your laborers.
Condition of my laborers?
It is horrid.
The hell?
It's all wrong, Mr. Epps.
Brad, who played a cameo role as Bass, was originally approached for the Michael Fassbender part, but turned it down. The film received critical acclaim and was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, winning 3, including Best Picture for Pitt as producer.
I think I told him he was not to take it personally, but he should go fuck himself.
Blue-eyed Pitt has brown eyes in the film. He is one of the few people who had the opportunity to work with both Ridley and Tony Scott before Tony's death in 2012. Pitt's breakthrough role was in Ridley's Thelma Louise as the sexy young cowboy who seduces one of the leads and steals her money. His cowboy character here falls for a similar scam and is robbed of his savings.
That's your fucking fault. Next German you see with a weapon, you rake the dog shit out of him. I don't care if it's a baby with a butter knife in one hand and mama's titty in the other. You chop him off! Sergeant!
The cast underwent a rigorous month-long course. The final test was manning a real tank during a combat exercise. Brad, who was much older than his castmates, made sure that he participated in all of the physical training alongside the other actors. No rations, no showers, and we were sleeping in the rain. It was miserable, but we loved it, he said later about shooting.
Honey, what are you doing?
Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Get off. Now you just woke me up.
This marks the first time that Angelina Jolie and Brad have appeared together in a feature film in 10 years. They previously starred together as a married couple in the major box office success, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Filming took place during their honeymoon.
Yeah, and 90% AAA rated.
Yes.
Over 90%.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I took a good hard look at the CDOs you want to short. They're brilliant.
Worthless. Total crap.
Just when I started thinking you guys are clowns. No one on the planet.
This was the second film based on a Michael Lewis book that Pitt produced and appeared in. The first was Moneyball. The film was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, earning Pitt his 3rd Academy Award nomination as producer.
This Herr Hobart we're meeting tomorrow. What can you tell me about him?
He's the ambassador's liaison.
We met in Casablanca, where together we assassinated the German ambassador.
For the limited French dialogue spoken by him, Marion Cotillard acted as his tutor.
The message, did you send it?
Yes.
I want to pull everyone out of their offices. I want to open this place up.
Near the end of the movie, Glenn McMahon says, "If you want to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs." This is the same line Tyler Durden says in The Fight Club.
I want you to go sit your ass down, wherever the fuck your ass was officially designated to sit, and I want you to tell Body to bring his ass back over here.
Maybe the wind can't blow what it can't see.
Anybody accidentally kills anybody in a fight, they go to jail. It's called manslaughter. And I think all that lethal weapon horse shit is just an excuse so you dancers never have to get in a real fight.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad got along so well during the production that they confirmed they would love to team up again. Tarantino described them as the most exciting star dynamic duo since Redford and Newman and considers himself one of the luckiest directors for being able to cast both of them at the same time. For his performance in the film, he received many awards for Best Supporting Actor, including the Academy Award and Golden Globe.
Control, I'm seeing a power surge on C-post. You getting that?
Director James Gray admitted he had to compromise with the studio on the ending of the movie to get the film green-lit, and even with a major star like Brad Pitt on board, they still struggled for years to get it made. And that's all, my friends. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
I'm taking you back.